Time now for your forewarned weather.
All right, Seth, we talked about the wind a little bit earlier, but while I was also out there with the wind and dodging leaves, as I explained, I was also getting hit with a little bit of raindrops. I thought for a second it was just the wind blowing my sweat around, but it was actually a little bit of precip out there.
There was a little bit of precipitation out there. Not for everybody, but a couple of the viewers back home may have felt a sprinkle or two out there, especially if you're in the higher elevations. I want to start off with this live shot from the Black Desert Skycam. We even have a little bit of moisture down there in the southwest desert. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the low hundreds down there in Ivins. 101 is where they're currently sitting. But that's not the only place that's seeing moisture. Central Utah has the bulk of the precipitation right now, like I mentioned, especially along the higher elevations. But we do have some cells in the west desert as well. Not much more than a sprinkle, and that's going to continue to clear out overnight. We kicked off the day with a little bit of moisture. This is a picture of the sunrise from South Jordan. Sterling sent this in, and Sterling said, you know what, it's getting hot. I'm out of here, going to the higher elevations. I'm going to head to snow basin. And that was a good choice because now we all get to enjoy these stunning colors. Even the flags are a little bit jealous of all this fall color. I'd like to get up there myself. Temperatures right now are running warm. 90 degrees here in Salt Lake. We have a mix of 80s and 90s across the state with a couple hundreds in the mix, especially down there in the southwest corner of this state. Temperatures do continue to drop overnight, of course, and the skies will continue to clear. Mostly clear skies with highs or with temperatures in the mid-70s by ABC4 News at 10. Skies clear out in the early morning hours, dipping into the 60s. And by your morning commute, we're going to be in the upper 50s with clear skies. Temperatures will start to warm back up, but not quite as warm as they were up here in the north today. Futurecast will show what to expect. The last of that wet weather starts to move on out. High pressure starts to move in, and then that's going to dominate the weather pattern, clears us out, and it's going to stay there. We're going to stay clear for the next few days, not only in Utah, but most of the western U.S. This is a very strong high pressure ridge. Now, we are going to cool down significantly tomorrow, but we're still going to be about 5 degrees above average, upper 70s to low 80s along the Wasatch Front, and then it starts to warm back up in the back half of the work week. St. George, unfortunately, is not able to take advantage of that cool down and will stay by about 15 degrees above average for the remainder of the work week, flirting with hundreds. Now, why is that? Well, let me explain it. So we have this high pressure to the east of us and this low pressure to the west, and they're working together to kick up a southerly flow, which is bringing that hot desert southwest air across the Beehive State, but it's also wicking a little bit of Pacific moisture our way, which is why we're seeing that. That starts to level out. The south holds on to the heat, but we get a flow switching from the north, which will bring that cooler northern air in. And then high pressure is going to remain in control, and things will start to heat back up in the north as well, but hopefully not quite as warm as what we've been seeing. It's not looking like it right now. Regional forecast shows what to expect for tomorrow. A mix of 80s and 90s across the state, a little bit cooler in the north and the south. Let's zoom in here so that we can talk about this in a little more detail. Wasatch Front temperatures are going to be in the upper 70s, 80 degrees for Salt Lake, mid 70s on the Wasatch back. Clear skies are expected with maybe a cloud here or there. Central Utah looking at 80s as well, 76 for Nephi, 93 degrees in Green River, mostly sunny skies in the higher elevations. A little bit more cloud cover in the higher elevations in southern Utah. Temperatures are going to be in the mid 80s for most, 101 degrees for St. George. St. George holds on to triple digits into the midweek, and then eventually it lets go into the 90s, but it doesn't cool down significantly. That is still well above average. Average is the mid 80s this time of year. And Salt Lake is going to start to warm back up as well. Tomorrow will be our coolest day, and then the weekend starts to get a little finicky. Could be warm, but we could cool down to the 70s as well. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, triple digits in St. George today, just coming from the East Coast, it just boggles my mind.
It's awful.